Hey everyone, in 2022 Rising Star University, I just want you to know you need to do this program to the very end because Jacqueline used to do a leadership development university, which is kind of on the same line, and I took it every single year that she offered it. Even when I got to be director, I still did it because just going back to the basics is where we all need to do all the time. So, hi, Donna. Hi, Becky. My name is Delinda Lyda, and I am in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And, you know, I used to think when I first joined that Oklahoma was home office because we had Jacqueline Roy, we had Allison Dalkey. I knew so many superstar directors, and I really thought that Oklahoma was where it started. But anyway, I am a star director, and so I want to tell you my story. We all have one. It could be as simple as I wanted $20 extra to go to the movies. Who know? You know, I don't know your story, but we all have one. And I'm going to tell you mine. I'm not even, no notes. I'm just going to do this off the top of my head. I had been in direct sales when I was in my 20s, newly married, and I was successful. I even had a car and a team. But hi, Alicia. I was young and I had an abusive, verbally, mentally, physically spouse at that time. And he resented any time that I spent. Matter of fact, he didn't want me working at all. And he gave me permission to do this direct sales company because it was a ladies' company. He did not trust me to get out of his sight. So anyway, I don't even want to think about that. I'm out of that. Thank goodness. That was a long time ago. But I did have two beautiful daughters out of that marriage. And then with this direct sales company, it was so stressful on me because if anybody in my team called me or anything, he would throw a fit because it was taking away time from him. So one day I walked in and I just gave him my keys to the car and I said, this isn't for me anymore. And they were like, you're so good at this. I can't believe you're walking away. And I was just like, it's not worth it. And I left there that day and told myself a lie. I said, I am a follower, not a leader. And I took that lie with me through my whole life. In my job, I later, after my divorce, I went to work for the government in Oklahoma. And I never wanted a management position. I just wanted to do my job and get my pay. And I didn't think I would. I just told everybody, I'm a follower, I'm not a leader. And I believed it. So, fast forward to I was a single mother with no child support for 11 years. And then I met my Prince Charming. Van Lyda came into my life, and he owned a home. He had a wonderful job at an oil company, a major oil company, and I thought that I was set for life. And he had two kids from a previous marriage. I had my two, and we were kind of like the Brady Bunch. At one time, we had 4 teenagers in our house at the same time. Woo! And that was a God gift because I don't think I could have handled raising teenagers as a single parent. And I don't think he could have raised his I helped him with his, he helped with mine. And so it was a wonderful coming together community. So now we're going to go to 2006. That's when life changed for us. I still had my government job, and even though I didn't really like it, it was great benefits. There was a great retirement. So, man, I was in there for the long haul. And like I said, Van had a wonderful job at the oil business. And we had the kids. Hi, you guys. We had the kids raised. They were out of the house, and it was mine and Van's time. We loved to camp. We had an RV. We went to the lake on the weekends, and life was pretty good. And we were just basically working until we could retire. And then do whatever. Well, I've never told this part of the story, but I'm going to. In 2006, in July, our world changed. My husband lost his job. Now, I want to ask you a question. Give me hearts. If you lost the main income in your family, would you be okay for a month? Give me hearts. Would you be okay for 2 months? Would you be okay for 3 months? We were always told you need to have at least 6 months of salary in the bank. Well, somebody's doing good out there. And we did. We had an IRA that had at least 6 months worth of salary. And we thought we were okay. We had our retirements, because he had worked at another oil business before this one, and he had already retirement in that he was vested in, and I was working on my county retirement. So anyway, we thought we were pretty good. And my husband lost his job. Now, I've never told the story of what happened. What happened that my husband lost his job? So I'm going to tell you guys that story, because there's an element to that shows you why we became so depressed. My husband was an oil pipeline controller, which meant they sat in a console with all these screens, kind of like an air traffic controller, and they would watch where the oil was going down which pipeline into wherever, and they were all had their own lines to watch. Well, it was a very stormy night in Oklahoma and several of the surrounding states, and they kept getting false alarms going off. And when they would get a false alarm, they would have to call the base, and they would check to see if it was true, or they would just reset it because the lightning and all that was affecting. And so the guy, I won't say his name, the guy that sat in front of my husband had worked there for 30 years, and he kept getting false alarms because of the storm all night long. Oh, it's just such a terrible time for me. I'm sorry, you guys. And so they had this guy in front of him who was very good at his job, started having multiple alarms. Well, he started working on one, and my husband could see on his screen that there was a true issue, and one line lost total pressure. It wasn't my husband's line, but he had the emergency button to stop it. And thank goodness he did, because oil had already been running into the Kansas City electric district, into the river, and my husband became a hero. And his friend that sat in front of him lost his job immediately after 30 years. And I've never told this part. There was lawyers, there was depositions, there was all kinds of stuff. And my husband was praised as the hero that saved a total major catastrophe. And then in July of 2006, the company got a major multi-million-dollar lawsuit against them. They got it that morning, and they turned around and told my husband they no longer needed his services that afternoon. Coincidence? So, they didn't want him around to talk. And I was so mad, I wanted to fight. And my husband went into total depression. And he didn't want to try to fight a big oil company. 2 months from being vested for retirement there. No severance, nothing. That was, you guys, he had a 6-figure job. And it was gone overnight. Went from hero to zero. But like I said, we had 6 months in savings, right? So I told him, because I could tell he was depressed. I said, do not go out there and take the first job available. I want you to get a lucrative job the way like you had. And don't be hasty to just take anything. He was a very educated, degreed man. And so he started putting out applications. And never heard back on anything until we had gone through everything for 6 months. And then what? And you guys, I just watched him get farther and farther into depression as he watched us decline. Now, at the same time, you guys, we owed the IRS. We were those kind that owed every year, and we would just make payments. But after the second year of him not, he got a job after that 6 months because he wanted to contribute to our family, and he took the first job available, which was an exterminator, and basically a little more than minimum wage, and had to work hard in hot summers, going up in attics and under floors, and it was a terrible job. My hat's off to everybody who does that. But my husband was a hard worker, and he was willing to do anything to keep our family afloat. Now, the one thing is you can't file bankruptcy with the IRS. And we owed them money. The only thing we had really was credit cards that we owed. And you guys, I don't know if about you, but I get so stressed over money issues. When the phone starts ringing with debt collectors and all that, I can't handle it. I just could not handle it. I had been broke before because I was a single mom, so I knew about being broke. And it stressed me then too. And just financial woes are the pits. And I don't want to take too long. But anyway, I'll just tell you, we were so broke. And stressed. It just financial problems. Hi, Rhonda. Financial problems can stress me more than anything because we always paid our bills on time. We had good credit, and all of a sudden we saw it just crumbling. Everything was just crumbling. And let me tell you, if you lose your credit score and it goes low, there's no resources to help you out. You can't refinance your house. You can't do anything. If you have good credit, and those are the ones who really don't need the help, then you can do a lot of stuff. But it was just a rough time, a really rough time. And I started working a second job at the casino as a cashier. I would leave my government job at 5 o'clock, get to the casino at 6, stand on my feet till 11 as a cashier, and then go home at midnight, sleep, and get up and go to the county job the next day. And I did that, and then my husband was working 6 days a week, 12-hour days as an exterminator. Now, he finally got another job later that he's still with, but it still wasn't half the salary as what he had in the oil business. Now, I will tell you that he tried to make the same salary by working so many ridiculous hours, and it was just taking a toll. It was really taking a toll. I'll tell you how broke we were. Everybody has their defining moment when they when you're broke, and that was when my parents had a lake house. It is tough, Rhonda. My parents had a lake house about an hour and a half from where we live now, and they asked us to come for the weekend. And I had to tell my mom no, we could not come. And she said, why not? And I said, we can't afford the gas. We needed to save our gas just to get to work. So our whole lives were working, paying bills, no fun, no entertainment, no anything. And I didn't see a way out. Unless we won the lottery, we both worked full time. We were in our 50s. This was going to take years to pay off our IRS bill, and it left us with nothing after we paid our bills. So it was bad. You guys, hope's coming. Hope is coming. Because I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. From 2006 to 2010, we did the grind. And then in 2006, I was on the computer one day, and my friend Michelle, bless her soul, posted that she had started selling Scentsy. I'd never heard of such. I didn't even know what it was. And you know what my thought was? She better not ask me to host a party. I want nothing to do with this. I want nothing. Remember, I had done direct sales in my 20s, and I avoided asking any questions or liking a post. I mean, I knew what it was all about, and I avoided her. And I always say I was too broke to look at the catalog. I mean, I was too broke. So anyway, she didn't ask me. She never asked me. Maybe she knew I was too poor to function. But she asked my daughter Erica, who was married with a baby, and she asked Erica to have a party for her. And then Erica told her yes. And then Erica turns to me and says, can I have it at your house? Well, you guys, you remember I'm so broke, I can't afford refreshments. And so I told Erica she was going to have to do that, and she was going to have to come clean my house because I didn't have time to mess with it. And so we had a party scheduled at my house. And I remember Michelle had this cute little zebra striped bag, and it had fur on the top. It was just a cute bag, and it had testers in it and their catalogs and stuff. And she gave that to Erica to, get some orders before the party. And I remember thinking, that is the cutest little bag I've ever seen. And so Erica gives it to me and says, Mom, will you take this to your work and see if you can get me some orders for my party? So I took it up to work, being the good mama. I had never opened the bag, never looked at the catalog, didn't even know what was inside, didn't even know about those little testers. And I took it up to the counter at the courthouse, and I said, Erica's having a Scentsy party. Like I said, I'd never heard of this stuff. And I said, if any of you all want to look at the catalog. And I saw these women just come. Oh, yes. I was shocked. I didn't even know they knew what it was. Some of them had already bought Scentsy before. This is in 2010. Like I said, but then I was out of the loop of what was going on as far as buying stuff, because I sure wasn't buying anything. So anyway, I left the courthouse that day with 600 in orders for Erica. And I was excited. And so I came home and I called Erica and I said, I got you 600 in orders. She goes, are you kidding me? And I said, no. And she goes, well, Mama, I have like 15 people coming to my party at your house on Thursday. And I said, okay. I said, you're going to have a good one. And it was. We had 15 people all over the floor. And I remember Michelle coming in and sitting down in the floor in her jeans, which, that was a big no-no in the thing that I had done in the past. You know, I'd been a director of another company, and to walk in jeans, you had to dress up. And she sat down on the floor. And I remember I was needing knee surgery at the time, and I thought, I could never do this job because I couldn't get on the floor. People are watching. People are watching every move you make. Don't you forget it, because I actually, even though it wasn't even my intention to ever sell, I just remember thinking, I could never do what she does because I couldn't get on the floor. So anyway, we had a big party. It was over $1,000. And I say we, because when it got to be, after the demonstration, I was hooked. I loved candles, loved scent, loved fragrance, just hadn't been able to buy. And Erica had turned to me when Michelle had told her she had over $75 in free product. It was more than it was like $150 in free product because it was a $1,000 party. And all these half-priced items. And Erica turns to me and she says, Mom, you got 600 of these orders for me. I want you to have half of these free things. Oh my gosh. You guys, I hadn't had anything exciting and new in a long time. I wasn't shopping for frivolous stuff. I was trying to save gas money to get to work. And I was like a kid in a candy store. Oh my goodness, I was going through that catalog, liking it and loving it, and oh my gosh, it was so exciting. And then at the end of the party, we're in my kitchen, and I hear Michelle talking to Erica. And she says, Erica, you need to just join. It was August 31st, 2010. We had just gotten paid at the county. And Erica goes, she said, Erica, $1,000 party, that's $250 commission. It costs $99 to join. That's $150 in cash that you're going to get on the 10th. And like I said, it was August 31st. And she says, plus you're going to get this $99 starter kit. And Erica says, I'm not interested. And I looked at her like, you have lost your ever-loving mind. Someone is offering you $250. You're supposed to pay $99 and get this big kit, and they're going to give you $150. Oh my gosh, that is the most ridiculous answer anybody could ever give. I don't care if you're planning on not doing the business. Take the kit. Take the $150. Are you nuts? Do the math, girl. And Erica goes, I just don't want to mess with it. I don't want it. And I turned to Michelle and I said, can I have that offer? And Michelle said, absolutely. And I said, but will that make Erica not get all of her free stuff? And she goes, no, she gets that too. Hot dog. Why wouldn't somebody do that? I mean, my gosh. Why not? And we've got people today who won't take a free kit. I don't care if you tell them it's free. I guess people just don't trust it. And I knew I'd just gotten paid. I could cover that $99 because in 10 days, I was going to get $150 back. I was going to get $250, but I was going to pay and taking the $99 out. And people are like that. And like I said, I never thought a thing about my future or not being a good leader or anything. All I thought was, I'm going to make $150 and get this big old kit. Plus that half the free stuff Erica was getting. It was a wonderful day for Delinda. It was so great, but little did I know it was really going to be good. Like I said, I was successful day one, and I knew it. But in the back of my mind, there was also this little thing of, hey, those women at the county, they bought $600. What if they did that every once in a while? And I could actually make a little money at this. I did. I didn't just go throw that kit in the closet or take the stuff out and throw the rest away. I actually started seeing this as an opportunity. At the beginning, my why was, why not? But then it became, oh my gosh. For someone who needed gas money to get to work, this was life-changing. And y'all, it was an answered prayer. I had been praying for an answer, and I got it in a simple $99 kit. And it was up to me. It was up to me what I wanted out of it. And I found the answer to my prayers in that kit and in Scentsy. Y'all, my why has changed. We were able to pay off the IRS, I think, by 2012. Very first week, I put on Facebook that I joined Scentsy. And I had a friend in Florida who I hadn't seen since high school say, love that you didn't stop after you met your first initial why. Exactly. It became my hope because, well, I'll tell you what, because I heard what an SSD made with Scentsy. And she had made $25,000 in 1 month. And I said, are you kidding me? Well, if they can do it, I can too. And I have worked my business ever since that day. We were able to pay off the IRS. I was going to tell you about my friend in Florida. She said, what is this Scentsy stuff? And I said, I told her a little bit about it. She joined my first week. she had one of her friends join at the end of the week. I had a team. I had a team of 3 of us. I started my Facebook group that day for us to be able to talk. And like I said, I thought everything happened out of Oklahoma. So I was going to all team meetings and everything and then coming back and telling them what it was all about because I didn't know either. We were all learning together. And it was just amazing that I was able to go buy a new car. Brand new car, because I knew what I had to do. That was my second why, is my car. I didn't know how I was going to get to work, even if I started making the gas money now, because my car was on its last leg and I had bad credit. So I went down and negotiated on a car, and I remember the payment. You guys, this is 2010, or was $250. So that meant I had to sell $1,000. And I knew I couldn't do it because we'd done it. I had to sell $1,000 a month in order to make that car payment. And I never missed one. Ever. And so then I started making more money so that I could, and I just remember it started paying for my car payment and my insurance. And then it started paying for my car payment, insurance, and my utilities. And then all of a sudden it's my car payment, my insurance, my utilities, and my house payment. Y'all, and not only the money, it was the hope. I didn't know how we were going to do it before. I saw our lives as continually being the same. And somebody better put the income disclosure on here for me, please, since I talked about salary. And there's so much more. I mean, I haven't made a $25,000 paycheck yet, but I have a goal. I still have a goal. I'm now 63 years old. I got to retire early. Most people from their government job, even though they can retire at, they get their retirement in by, a certain date, they still can never leave because they have to take Social Security out. So they have to wait till at least 62. Y'all, I retired at 60 from the county, and I do Scentsy full time. And my husband works only about 4 days a week now, instead of working 6 12-hour days. We have earned incentive trips and traveled all over the world now because of Scentsy. And my why is just keeps constantly changing. And I've been on here way too long. I just want to say, find your why. Everybody has a why. And maybe you're not at the rock bottom of your life like I was, to where it can change your life like it did for me. But there's something. There's some need. There's some want. Make a dream board. I make a dream board every year and just put pictures on there of things that I want. And so anyway, I love going back. My husband was in my office just this week, and he saw my dream board over there for this year, and he got it and looked at it, and he goes, well, you've already accomplished this and this and this. So anyway, y'all, this business can do whatever you need it to do, and you were given an opportunity. I'm going to close with this. One of the most frustrating things to me is to see team members struggling financially and not working their business. I just want to say, why? Why? It's right here. And the opportunity is already, you've got it. $200. Do something with it. And my husband, we were talking about this. Chuck Thompson and my husband and I went on an excursion in Colorado. And so I was telling him about that, how I feel so frustrated because I want to help people the way it helped me. And I want to so bad. And by the way, I am a leader. I had told myself that lie for so many years that I believed it. I'm a leader. I'm a leader of 250 people. And would love for it to be 2,000 or more. So, I just want to say that we were in the car and I was telling Chuck that I just want to help other people achieve their goals and to not be where I was, and that they could use this business as an opportunity and hope. And my husband, flippantly, I thought, turned and said, poor people have poor ways. And I said, what do you mean? And he goes, well, most people that are poor, it's their own making. And I said, Van Lyda, how can you say that when we have been so poor? And you know what put us there. And Chuck Thompson turned and he goes, Linda, you were never poor. You were broke. There's a difference. There's a difference from being broke and poor. And so, yes, some poor people have poor ways. And we can't help them. But people, if you're broke, I got a way. I got a way to fix it. And I want to help my team. I want to help you all. I want it for everybody. And sometimes I want it more than others want it. You got to be willing to work. But I'm going to get off of here because this is a homework assignment and you have to watch it, and I could talk all day. So I just want to say you have the opportunity. Opportunity is the day you got your starter kit. It's what you do with it, and it's up to you. And I just want you to know what's available to you. You're not poor, you're broke. Love it. That's right, Rhonda. And like I said, it kind of made me mad when Van said it because I was like, well, of all people, we have been poor. But he's right. There's a difference between poor and broke. And broke people will being broke is hard. Working your business is hard. Gotta choose your hard. Absolutely, Daryl. Gotta love Van. Well, I think we all have had some people that we see on Facebook. Hey, he just got off work. We see people that, even team members that get on Facebook and just whine about their money woes and everything. And I just want to say, shake them and say, girl, what are you doing? It has opened your eyes, Amy. Oh, girl, I'm here for y'all. I am here. I want it to change your lives. And so work your business, work this program, do what they tell you to do. It's not that hard. I mean, it's really not hard. And also, shout out to us senior citizens. We can do Scentsy too. I see so many people only asking 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds to join your team. For some reason, y'all don't think that we can work a computer. I just now retired from the county at age 60. And, be consistent. I have had to do Excel and everything my whole career. So hit up some 60 people in their 60s and 70s. They may need something to do. If I didn't have Scentsy right now, I don't know what I'd do. I'd just twiddle my thumbs, I guess, and watch more Housewives. And I do plenty of that already. Okay, you guys. Candy, those who show up, go up. Show up for yourself. Absolutely. And Rhonda, like, be consistent. Consistent is the key. So, go get them. And if you watch the replay, put replay. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.